Good morning, ladies and gents. You join me from Cheapside, and this is the Church of St Mary le Bow. The famous Bow bells. Anyone born within the sound of those bells is a true Cockney. But that's not our main port of call for today. Where we're going, preferably without getting killed, is to Bow Lane. I'm going to show you two of the oldest roads or streets or lanes, whatever you want to call them, in London. Bow Lane, which is the second oldest, but Watling Street, which is Roman, so it shows you how old that is. And this is Bow Lane. Do you know how we know it's Bow Lane? There we are. There's some really nice old shops and things down here as well as the church. I've done this church before. We'll do a revisit again soon. As page numbers go up, I wait till there's about another 100 members or so, and then I'll do some revisits for the ones that haven't seen them, and for myself as well. I'll just point you this way a minute. There we go. But look, this is one of the lovely old shops. Baker, English shoemaker, since 1880, and he's been here all them years making shoes. Poor man's fingers must be worn to the bone, mustn't they? Well, Balfour at Bow, the wine bar. I'll just point you up a minute. Point you back this way because there's some people coming. Here is Bow Lane, and now we can turn back round. And if you go this way, it will take you down to or into Bow Churchyard, which is no longer a churchyard, a busy built-up London area. Bow Churchyard, as I say. And we go around this way. Carry along down Bow Lane. We'll be coming to Watling Street in a minute. There is going to be a bit of noise and stuff, so you'll have to excuse that. Williamson's Tavern. It's having a refurb. But yeah, it's the same. Oh, here we are. This is the one I was on about. Williamson's Tavern. Cellar room and dining room. Williamson's Tavern dates back to the 17th century. Built not long after the Great Fire of London in 1666, the site became the address of the new Mayor of London, and the wrought iron gates, a gift from William III and Mary II, who are thought to have dined here. By 1739, the building was not thought to be grand enough an address for the mayor, and it was sold to Robert Williamson for the conversion into a hotel. The hotel remained in the Williamson family until 1914, when James Williamson died, and it was sold at auction. And we'll take a little picky-loo at that. There is Williamson's Tavern. The Four Sisters. Don't you just love places like this? It might be a part 1 and a part 2 for TikTok and Instagram. If you're on Facebook or YouTube, it'll just be all one thing. So yeah, this wasn't thought grand enough for the Mayor of London, so moved. The Four Sisters. Love places like this. It's just pure history. Yeah, how and off we go, back out on our journey. Watling Street is our next historical location. Pies and ales. They do nice traditional ales in there as well, including porter. You'll get a pint of porter. I'm going to point you up a minute because there's a fella sitting right opposite me. He's one of the workmen. And that building that's been refurbed isn't the pub. It's just a shop or something. There we go. patisserie. And this is another old one that's been here for many years as well. Joseph Cheney and Sons shoe shop, 1886. Cheney and Sons bootmaker. We'll probably get it all done in a 10-minute one actually. Oh, charming. Ye Old Watling. See if we can get out of this sun a minute. Well, you'll have to make do with the slightly sunny view. Let's wait for this person to go by. There we are, takes a picture. That's the Ye Old Watling. And this is Watling Street. This is one of the oldest streets in London. And look, you've got the Sir Christopher Wren dining room in there. In the Ye Old Watling. And of course, St Paul's Cathedral. When you see these pictures, none of these people will be in them because I shall magic eraser them out. And, ladies, lay down your sewing. Gentlemen, put aside the sharpening of your swords, else you shall rend every garment and cut every finger you possess when you hear the news that I have to impart. I learned how to use those barcode things. You know, when you've got a phone, you can scan these barcode things and it tells you stuff about places and all that. That's what I learned to do. You can pick your sewing and needles back and up now and carry on sharpening your swords if you want to. Don't want that sewing rended, do we? Or those fingers cut. Let's take a picture of that. This will be one I'll visit soon. Yeah, Watling Street. St Paul's. The Pavilion End, that pub's called there. There's pubs all over the place. The East End was like this once upon a time, where there were pubs everywhere. Looking back down Bow Lane towards Bow, that's just Bow Church there. I'll take a picture. So yeah, and we're going to be looking up at the spire of the Church of St Mary, Aldermary. And I'll point you up. We'll be out of the sun now, so we should get a better view. That's better. Yeah, it's interesting old places, Bow Lane. Lots of old buildings and things to see. Another courtyard or whatnot. Ooh! Look, a rat. There it goes. A babby one. Oh, Jesus. Is it bleeding? I ain't going near that. It looks absolutely vermin ridden. It's only young as well. Here, look at the state of it. Show a kindness and compassion to all creatures if I can. And keep a distance to some. And this is the Church of St Mary, Aldermary. If you've watched the Bell Tower climb, you'll have already seen this one. And it's got an interesting little churchyard. One of the most interesting graves is this one over here, as I've shown before. Surgeon Percival Pott, surgeon for the St Bartholomew's Hospital. Pioneering man. Chimney sweep's cancer. He was the first person to link a disease to an occupation. Sounds obvious to us that you can get ill from your job, but back then they didn't know that. It's a lovely old church. And the funny thing is, up here somewhere, there it is. When I did the Percival Pott thing, PP. Hope you've all enjoyed, and thank you for watching.